And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we have British Town Centers number 34 on GeoGuessr. It's one of my favorite maps. We're going to be doing this one as a moving, no time limit challenge. We're also going to learn about the towns. The play along link for those of you that want to play along will be in the description below. And off we go to the UK Town Centers. I don't know if it's the longest episode series that I've got going, but I think it might be. I've got like 1,200 videos, something crazy, which is ridiculous. I should have a lot more subscribers, to be honest with you. But I just play these games because I like to play them and explore. And maybe I need to do more or something. I don't know. Westgate. So see Westgate Galleria. All right. Sublime. Quick shop. Let's see what you can find here. Savers, Lloyd's Bank, and somebody on a scooter. Taxi. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna go down this way, go northwest. The Bumble Inn Micro Pub. What is a micro pub? Westgate. So this is the town of Westgate. We'll head continuously in this direction. It's an interesting mural. That. All right. Peterborough. Okay, so we're in Peterborough, Westgate, the Westgate section of Peterborough. That is something that exists. The home of Posh. The Posh. No, it's anyway. There's Westfield. Queensgate Shopping Center. As I've had in other ones, sometimes Westgate can be further out. Not Westgate, but sometimes it says Peterborough, but Peterborough is the greater area of Manchester. Maybe this isn't Peterborough though. Maybe that was just maybe there's another Peterborough in another part of the country. Waitrose. It's interesting. The Oakham Ales about Waitrose. I saw somebody at a grocery near where I live the other day, and the lady brought her bags in. Obviously, there's no plastic bags or anything where we live. So, yeah, Queensgate. Okay, so we are in Peterborough. And on the bags, it had Waitrose. I think it said Partners, which I thought was pretty interesting. So somebody, I don't think she was from the UK though, but anyway. All right, Westgate. Should just look for the Westgate, the road. Boongate. Donald's. Let's go back to start. Park Road and Westgate. Okay, here's the Park Road. It should come to an end at the southern part here. Westgate, there we are, right next to the Bull Hotel. And there we are, perfect score. Peterborough for the first round. I don't know if we've been actual to Peterborough for Cambridgeshire, UK. Peterborough, home of Posh. And what was that guy's name? I know I've mentioned this before, Barry Fry. I think he was the manager. Maybe he's still involved. Population in 2021, 192,178, and within the district, 215,673. Human settlement in the area began before the Bronze Age. And let's just take a quick look at some of the pictures. There's a skyline of Peterborough. That's pretty cool. That's a cool skyline with the cathedral. Um, St. John's Church, the Peterborough Cathedral, which I think cathedrals denote that it's a city in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Keys, the Fletton Keys, and Guildhall. Peterborough, actually a pretty interesting town, this city, I should say. Um, yeah, I didn't think much of it because I didn't know anything about it. It looks like a pretty cool town to visit. That would be definitely on my list to visit. If anybody's from Peterborough, let us know. This week, just an administrative note, I am away. I'm out of town for the week. So the quality of the Wi-Fi is working. Everything works nice. It should, but I'm going to be limited. I'm going to try to get the British or the UK Daily No Move Challenge as much as I can. It is Thanksgiving in the United States, so stay tuned. But continue to tune in because I will have videos out this week as much as I can. So yeah, there we are. Interesting week. It's one of my I put on X one of my favorite. Top 3 favorite weeks of the year because there's not much going on from a work perspective. Thursday's a national holiday, as is Black Friday for most people anyway. There's football, all kinds of stuff. Even Wednesday for most people is like a day off. And anyway, a cool week of family, friends, food is kind of the way it is. It's like one of those holidays that everybody celebrates in the United States, regardless of religion, whatever you are, whatever person, it's pretty cool. Everybody kind of celebrates it, and there we are. My only, I'd say, my only thing about the Thanksgiving is it's turkey. It's a turkey holiday. Turkey, potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, all that stuff, right? I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'd rather just say, hey, let's replace turkey with steak. But that's me. And when I say that sort of stuff, I get criticized because, hey, how can you say that? How dare you say that? And that is it for me on Thanksgiving. We're on to the UK now. So I just want to let everybody know where my frame of mind is this week. We're in College Road, Hackney and Lee, Greywall, the bar. We're in the north, I think. Kendal, the A591. So if I had to guess, we're up north, just from the stone on the buildings. The 591. There's Kendal, right there. Southeast of Windermere. Pretty cool town this. Haven't been here, so another new town, which I always like. And we're going to go back to Musgrave's Home Hardware. Musgrave. Why does Musgrave sound familiar? Lupton Court. We're not on Lupton Court, but oh no, Musgrave. Yeah, not sure why. All right. This is Crescent Road, and that's interesting stone here. Interesting stonework. Sainsbury. The Crescent Road. Let's go a little further down. Got this interesting junction. Oh, it's a pretty cool town. Broad Crescent. Broad and Crescent. Broad and Crescent. Let's see. Why is this not working here? um, Windermere Taverners. Wait, what? We're in Windermere. Why did I say that we're in We're on the road to Kendall. Just too busy talking, I think. The Crescent and Broad Crescent, Broad. This is where we are right now. We're up the street a bit. Musgrave's Home Hardware. Windermere, I actually said the actual town. Um, so there we are. Yeah, just looked at the sign. It's like one of those things. I get caught up talking a little too much, as I've been told, and that's what happens. No, we don't want to go to the largest lake. Well, the largest natural lake in England is Windermere, but we're in the town in Cumbria. Do I want to? No, I don't want to give any money to. I'm not donating to Wikipedia at this time, but you could donate to all of Matt. That would be great. It's the holiday season. As we heard the song, "The Holiday Season." Who sings that? It's the holiday season. Santa Claus is coming. I don't know, something. I heard it driving out. Population to where we are right now. 4826. The lake does not touch the actual town, which is interesting. But Windermere train station was built, railway station built in 1847. And there's some notable people. Thomas Gardner, filmmaker. Not sure who he is. So Windermere is where we are. Third round. Town taxis. Grocery delivery in 30 to 60 minutes. Town taxis. Coatbridge. We're in Coatbridge. In the north, maybe? Christie the baker. Roots to work. In, looks like Scotland here. Scotland. If you're from Scotland, how good is Iron Brew? Is that like, I'm not going to say to diminish what it is, but is it like an orange, like a Fanta? What does it taste like? I'm so curious I see Iron Brew everywhere. Maybe we're not an Iron Brew country, but, no, we are. Coatbridge. So we're north. So let's get down here. The train. This sign, see where we are. Mike, the litter picker, clean that sign. I'd like to take every time I see these signs now, my mind goes to power washing it. Doesn't take much. All right, A89 and the B803, A89. It's one of these. The Auto Spa. All right, this is a little help. This might be at A89 to Glasgow, Scotland. Hampden Park. What a place, huh? Hampden Park, Kilmarnock. B803. Eesh. Um, I'm looking at Airdrie and I see Airdrie, Scotland. Scotland. Scat. I'm always aware of that now. So Coatbridge is where we are. Main Street here, I think. Not the High Street, it's Main Street. And looking east, the charity shop. East, yeah, I think we're here. Well, there. Coatbridge, Scotland. So let's look up Coatbridge. And 8.5 miles east of Glasgow city centre, set in the central lowlands, Scotland. Um, Pretty cool town. The area developed from a loose collection of hamlets into the town of Coatbridge, 43,950. And there it is. There's Whitelaw Fountain and the main street of Coatbridge. Anything else interesting? The fountain and the train there. All right, we go into the fourth round, and got a construction site. Northampton is where we are. Just Eat, Deliveroo, all that good stuff. Deliver groceries. We saw in the last round. This is a delivery round. And what do we have here? Royal Turngate, Northampton. Sister Act. Sister Act's a movie. Wasn't that with like Whoopi Goldberg back in the 80s? Yeah, we got close quarters here. So not a car, but a person with the pack here, I guess. Bus station, tourist information, Northampton. Where are we? Northampton. Northampton Town Football Club. Southwest at the Northampton Chronicle and Echo. Paddy Power. How about that? The Market Square. There's Market Square, the Northampton Market. Pretty cool. Skipton Building Society looking east. There's Paddy Power. I think we're right about. We were right about there, but off 30 yards. Missed a point. No perfect score, but we will look up Northampton. Oh, man. It's a Monday as I'm playing this game, and it's one of those days. Northampton Town and Civil Parish in Northamptonshire, England, the county town of Northamptonshire. It is 60 miles northwest of London and 50 miles southeast of Birmingham. It's one of the largest towns. There's no cathedral, I guess, in this town. And the parish of Northampton, 137,387. Is that the actual? No, 240,093. It's a pretty large city. It is a pretty old city. And let's take a quick look at that. The Guildhall, which is a pretty cool building architecturally. We got the lift. What is the lift tower? What's that about? Anybody can tell us what the lift tower is? Well, let's take a quick look. No, we can't. The lift tower. Ooh, Abington Park, Market Square. So do they? Is this like a winter thing? Like what are the Christmas markets in Germany? Is that a thing? I did see, as I said in another video, the big winter wonderland in Hyde Park. But I wonder if towns have got that same thing. It's always pretty cool. I like markets. I like the Christmas market sort of thing this time of year. We do have a little bit in the United States. But here we're on to the fifth round, the Manchester Street. Dance Street, Northeast 61. Look at this town. Talentire. We've got Talentire? I don't know. 01670. This has got to be near London, I think. Morpeth. We got Bangkok, Thailand. Newcastle. Maybe this is in the Northeast. I don't know. Interesting stone here for this one. Well, let's kind of decide Morpeth. That will not help us. Well, that says St. James. St. James, I think of St. James Park. Morpeth. Surgery. No, we're going to go back to start. Or is that well way? Well, let's see the sign here. leisure center. Shakey's. Shakey's in the United States and California. It's a pizza place that's been around a long time. It's a really good place. All right, fish and chips. We have the marketplace. Ooh, what a place this is. All right, got a lot of flowers. I like that. Town council. Joe's Pet Supplies. Guild Hall, maybe? I don't know. Looks like kids. That's pretty cool. Kids artwork on display in the town center. Always a fan of that. Ooh. Wow, look at this. What a neat little town this is. It's probably a big town. Bristol Street Motors. So you got Bristol, the Summer Festival. Between London and Bristol. I saw Bristol Street, Morpeth. Should I find a street sign? I probably should on this one. Although, let's just take a look. All right. Here we go this way. Past the gate, I guess. Not really sure. Pretty cool mural. And Collingwood House. Neat little town, Morpeth. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Look at the dogs there. It's pretty cool. Bed and breakfast. We got a nice little river here. And up the hill we go. I don't know if I should go that way, but yeah, this is there's some towns here. I mean, Peterborough starting it off to Morpeth. Some nice towns, nice cities to visit. All right, here we go. Here's what I'm looking for. Newcastle. Wow. Okay, so we're in the Northeast here. The Northeast, didn't think we were this far north, but the name's like Bristol and the 01670. I was thinking that's the code for London, but it's not, obviously. Ashington. So we go to the north. And I guess it would make sense a little bit with the Ashington. Morpeth, north of Newcastle. How about that? But what a place. Another one to check off to visit. A lot of things, a lot of cool places to visit in the UK. At Manchester. Maybe this is what threw me off too, the NE6. Well, I guess it would be northeast. The northeast of England. That would make sense, right? Newgate and Manchester, which should be here. Tip Top Kitchens. And there we are. Let's look it up more. Northumberland. Historic market town lying on the river Wansbeck. Ashington and Bedlington. It is first written mention of the town is from 1080. And anything else cool? They've been the winner. Morpeth Town has been the winner of the FA Vase 2016, which is pretty cool. Population's over 14,000, I would assume, today, even though that is a while ago. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting town. They've had floods. And let's take a quick look at some of the pictures here of the town of Morpeth. The floods. Bunch of churches, Catholic churches, interesting. Carlisle Park and the coat of arms. Morpeth Town Hall, which we did see. What is this one? A statue of Emily Wilding Davison commemorating 100 years since women were given the right to vote. And we'll end on this one. Learn about suffragette Emily Wilding Davison, who fought for the votes for women in Britain in the early 20th century. So pretty cool about that. There she is. Pretty cool round this. Pretty cool episode, I think. Missed it by 1 point, but that's okay. If you like this one, hit the like button, share this with your friends, and please don't hit the subscribe. I want to get to 5K, so do that. That would mean a lot. Until next time, cheers.